This is the aday Show on iHeartRadio.
Say ho, ho, say ho, ho, ho. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Say ho, ho, say ho, whoa, ho, whoa. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
If you are like me, you got almost zero sleep last night because you stayed up to watch David Letterman live in the old-timey, click, broadcast network television. I'm just going to, my show's on. I'm going to switch it on, sit through all the commercials. It's going to be painful. And wow, amazing. And we'll get into it a little later on in the show. I thought I would come in and be like, okay, well, let's ditch the opening segment. And me and Funkhauser and our guest that we're so fortunate to have in the studio today, Amanda Aday. In fact, we've coined today Amanda Aday Day. I chuckled to myself last night when I thought of that.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Amanda Aday Day. Welcome to the show, by the way, Amanda Aday.
Thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here.
But I figured we could, we're all, Funkhauser especially, he's from Hollywood, and he seems to be kind of like an entertainment industry nerd and watches all these things and is always first to the party with pieces of information about stuff like Letterman or broadcast TV or network radio or what have you. And I figured, Amanda, she's, Amanda, in case you did not know, she's an actress. She's a filmmaker. She's known for her recurring role as Dora Mae Dreyfus. Did I pronounce the last name right?
Yes, you did. Dreyfus.
In the HBO series Carnival. And so I figured, with entertainment industry stalwarts like this, we just come in and talk about David Letterman's last show for the first segment. But what'd you guys do last night?
Didn't watch it.
Amanda?
I Netflix binge 30 Rock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm real sad that I didn't, but I didn't. And
Funkhauser at least tried to stay awake.
I mean, I'm in delay like a few hours, so I'll see it a little later.
I did YouTube the top 10 list, though.
Okay.
I watched the final top 10 list.
Okay, well, we can talk about that. Gee, wasn't that brilliant?
I thought it was sweet.
Yeah, it was the Seinfeld moment. That was amazing. Where Julia Louis-Dreyfus was like, "Ugh, now I have to be a part of another wildly disappointing series finale."
So good.
And the look on Jerry's face, it was amazing. It was it was perfect. The whole thing from start to finish was absolutely perfect. And I really wish that you guys had seen some of it so we could share because I'm all jubilant to have water cooler talk the next morning. Like, oh, do you see that part? Yeah, that was awesome.
Is it true? Now, I did hear this morning that Murray jumped out of a cake. Or
was that was the show before.
Ago.
Oh, okay. Mm. I should not be discussing anything that's on.
Maybe you're in delay too.
I might be.
Yeah. No, Murray jumped out of a cake, and I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was just being Bill Murray or if he was incredibly drunk.
Oh, he was drunk because he was on a show after that, and there was an audio clip that went viral of him just blah 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 blah.
I'm pretty sure that him being drunk is just him being Bill Murray.
Right. Yeah. The two might be the same thing.
Yeah. I don't think that there's much distinction these days.
Oh, well, yeah. No, it was amazing. But how much does watching TV in the old-fashioned way suck now? Because everyone's like, oh, you could DVR it. And I gave up DVR a little while ago because I was like, well, DVR always skips and it sucks. And most of what I watch is streaming on demand. So I'd rather just binge watch my shows on Netflix, as Amanda did last night, instead of watching the finale of David Letterman. That's how I'd rather consume my television content. But I was like, no, I'm going to watch it, like old-timey style. And, 11:30, click, on goes the TV, start watching David Letterman. It's awesome, but holy crap does it suck to watch TV that way. So many commercials, and they're all so incredibly loud. Really, I was like, man, who suffers through this anymore? It really was, to me, a sign that the times, they are changing. Letterman's gone. Leno, who I was never a huge fan of, he's gone. We have the dueling Jimmys.
That's not very nice. Did I appear on the last Letterman show? They said there was a rumor that I would be there. Did I show up?
There was a rumor that he was going to be there, and I think it was unfounded, though, because Letterman actually addressed it. He was like, well, no, I think Jay's people reached out to me during his last, thinking about me coming on during his last show, and I declined. I was like, that really should be a moment about Jay, not about me, not about us. And he was like, I felt a similar way about my show. I think Stern went on Letterman and asked him about it, and he's like, nah, that makes it about something that's not really us.
Yeah, not so much. That'd be
He did during his opening monologue. He's like, "Well, folks, I'm sad to say that it looks like I'm not going to get the Tonight Show." Was one of his opening lines. It was amazing.
Nice.
It was amazing. That guy that you like so much, Funkhauser, the guy that's
he's on after David Letterman, right? He's starting out.
I got exactly no sleep because I was like, okay, I stayed up through David Letterman. And by the way, how much do our lives as adults suck compared to our lives as kids? Where it's like, I did it. I managed to stay all the way up through all of David Letterman. Yay, party on, Wayne. But I stayed up through David Letterman, so I was like, let me watch this James Corden guy that Funkhauser is so into, who's now doing the Late Late Show. And, man, that guy shouts his way through the entire thing. He's English, so he shouts with an English accent. And but he came out trying to pay tribute to David Letterman, and he was like, "Oh yeah, fantastic to be following David Letterman. David Letterman, it's such an honor to be following you. Oh, I know I've only lived here for the last 6 months approximately, but in that time you've been quite the influence on me. Yay, David Letterman!" And then that was the tone of the whole show through the whole thing. I was like,
that sounds exhausting.
Yeah, I was like, settle down, you limey bitch. And I'm English.
Flitter, it's you and the senorita. Woofer blowing up the tweeter, cause it's me up in the speaker. Macking the mama seater, top down like a player. And the sound up in your ears, it is the dopest rhyme sayer. Running game like a cheater, I'm ballin' like Derek Jeter. Complete on the marathon, I mean the very last meter. Competition defeater, cause you're my voice is just sweeter. So come on, follow the leader, plus I got the dopest of sneakers. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with me, and you radio. One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with AD on your radio. Fuck the false modesty, nobody has ever been better, smarter, more clever. I'm winning every endeavor in competition, no you never see a better competitor. Every fight a vendetta, till a head has been severed. I'm the best that there is, I wake up and piss excellence. And if you're coming to battle on your house, I put up excellence. I'm just here to have a little fucking fun, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm second to none. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with me, and your radio. One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with AD on your radio. Fuck the rest, I'm the rest, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? I'm just here to have a little fucking fun, but it doesn't change the fact I'm so second to none. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know. Back once again, the ill behavior, delivering and giving you a musical savior. Back once again, it's your boy AD, and can't nobody rock a body better than me. Back once again, the ill behavior, delivering and giving you a musical savior. Back once again, it's your boy AD, and can't nobody rock a body better than me. Hey, you, what's that sound? I'm coming so loud from your radio dial. AD, be getting down when you're rocking the jams. Here I am, going back once again. I'm ruling all city like a king.
So today in the studio, we are fortunate enough to be celebrating Amanda Aday Day. Amanda Aday is here. She's an actress. She's a filmmaker. She's known for her recurring role as Dora Mae Dreyfus in the HBO series Carnival. But she also has a movie that she's written, produced, directed, basically mother hen from start to finish that is about to be done, right, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm so close. I'm nearing the finish line. I'm about to call picture lock, and Then I just got to put the music in, which is a whole other labor of love. But I'm so close to the finish line, man. It's been a year in progress, so...
That's fantastic. Well, I want to get into all of that and talk a little bit more about like all the things that you've got going on because you've done so much. I was just like during the break, I was like, what are we going to talk to her about? Because she's got 8 billion things that she's done on her bio, and all of it's kind of fascinating. So I was like, okay, you pick what you think is the most important thing about you to talk about because I could talk to you for days about all the things that are here, especially. I don't know why it's so interesting to me, but I'm especially interested in the fact that you went to school in the Catskill Mountains of New York. That right off the bat seems like a very interesting life experience.
I did, and that all funny, oddly enough, loops around my co-producer and co-writer on Painless. That's actually where we know each other from. We haven't seen each other in 22 years. We knew each other when we were 12.
Oh, wow. That's definitely an interesting one, and one we'll get into after we get through the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. In no way, shape, or form fair. Certainly not balanced. Oh, by the way, to Jacob and Dylan, who are listening in Tennessee. Dylan apparently has is it already summer vacation for kids?
Yeah, we're getting there this week, next week.
And do you have kids?
No.
No, you just you're aware of their vacation times?
I have way too many nieces and nephews.
I was gonna. All right, that's a reasonable answer. I was just about to say, no school schedules, no kids, a little creepy, but you redeemed yourself admirably there. Good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, Dylan's on summer vacation, so now he's listening to the show with his dad, Jacob. So what up? Enjoy your summer reading. Learn stuff in the meantime. There will be a test when you return to school in September. Alrighty then, Funkhauser. A, how are you? B, what is going on in the world?
Good. I'm good. That's it. B. This is what's in the news. Los Angeles has voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 by 2020.
Yeah. This means that pretty soon the only guy who won't be making a living wage is that dude pounding out the Great American Screenplay on his MacBook at McDonald's where people are getting paid more than him. It's a weird contradiction. Amanda, thoughts on the minimum wage?
I got really excited because I thought my boss just gave me a raise out of the kindness of her heart. And then I read the news. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I know for a fact because, everything that I do that you see in my bio, that's all a labor of love. I keep a day job that up until last week was paying me $13 an hour.
Right.
So, I know how hard it is to try and just survive in this city on that much money,
Yeah, it's a rugged one, and like you can find excellent arguments for both sides of the equation. Like you have your Walmarts, who are, it's crony capitalism at its finest, where they pay their full-time employees a low enough wage to where they're still eligible for benefits, food stamps, housing benefit, things of that nature. So they have factored the American tax dollar into their business plan and are basically being subsidized off of our blood, sweat, and tears, and that clearly sucks and shouldn't be allowed. But on the other hand, you've got mom and pop businesses like that comic book store we talked about in San Francisco recently that were like, we only have 2 employees. We have to make $80,000 more a year to be able to cover paying people $15 an hour. Why can't this just be a gentleman's agreement between 2 people? It's like, hey, you want to work at a comic book store? The pay's going to suck. This is all we can afford to pay you. And you can't really do anything. Especially, it was really interesting because at a comic book store, you can't hike up the prices because comic books and graphic novels say what the hell they cost right there on the cover. So it's a weird contradiction where, I don't know, I see excellent arguments for both sides.
That's when you got to start selling the collectibles and going out and finding, the #1 editions. But I'm from a small town sort of out here in California, Idlewild, California. It's up in the mountains. And one of the beautiful things about Idlewild is that there are absolutely no chains allowed in town with the exception of the gas station. That's it. Everything else is mom and pop run. We used to have a Radio Shack. Even that's gone now.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful thing to watch this town as it thrives. And we actually have 4 brand new restaurants opening up. And, it's really cool because you can see it's sort of its own little micro economy and it works.
Wow, that's awesome that they cleared out big business and made it okay for mom and pop and gave them a place to survive. I wonder how many other towns in America do that, because that's the very first time ever hearing of it.
Do you guys think this minimum wage hike is going to cripple some of those